ocean of stars. Who first gazed up at it? Dreamt that it held the key to humanity's future. How vast the universe must have seemed to them. Unending and eternal, filled with infinite possibility. But if only those dreamers knew what I know now. That humankind harbors a voracious hunger. One not even the limitless cosmos can sate.
Another 24 hours and we're off the clock. Gotta say, this has been one easy gig.
Yes, I suppose it has. Would you care for more coffee, Ray?
Sure.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Ray. Captain. Seriously, something's up today. I can feel it.
Your sixth sense again. I'll take your word for it. Human's intuition is a mystery to me.
Hey, danger tends to rear its ugly head when you least expect it. Maybe pirates are sneaking up on us as we speak.
Oh, ha ha. Laugh it up, you guys.
For real, though, you've gotta relax. Look how quiet it is out there. Huh?
See? This is what you get for ignoring me.
Probably just some random asteroid field or something.
Huh?
Scanning craft. Verified. Pan-Galactic Federation battleship, the Astoria.
As in their latest and greatest. I heard it also has a Kenny on board. What's it doing so far outside of Fed space?
I think they're aiming at us.
Warning. Phase cannon fired. Distance 350,000 clicks.
Take evasive action. Starboard thrusters to full power.
There's no time. Everyone brace for impact.
Shield's holding at 78%. Why are
Patch
they
a signal
doing
through.
this?
Tell them we're not hostile, damn it!
No response. Second strike incoming.
No way. Proton torpedoes?
Get schematics on screen. Find us a way out of here now!
No good. Cannons fired at our projected course.
Make it stop!
Shields down to 12%. Weapons activity detected. Readying third strike. Still no response from the Astoria. Seems they have no intention of letting us go. Nothing? Ray, they've ceased fire. Your orders.
Abandon ship! All crew members, get to an escape pod!
Wait. We must consider the cargo. Is evacuating the correct course of action?
These are beds we're dealing with here. If we don't clear out now, we're goddamn space dust. This job isn't worth our lives. Captain's orders. Evacuate immediately.
Ray, where are you going?
Got a loose end to tie up. Don't worry. I'll be right behind you. I'll be fine. Come on! Open, you stupid...
Power has been cut from this section of the ship. No matter how hard you try, you won't be able to open that door.
Elena?
The Astoria has fired on us. I'm sorry, but there's not enough time to save the cargo before impact. You have 1 minute.
That's more than enough time. Now help!
Yes, Captain.
No, hey, stop! What do you think you're doing? Elena! Elena!
crew of the Aegis needs you. Good luck, Ray. And goodbye.
No! Computer. Number and location of all ejected pods.
According to the latest records, 9 of the 49 escape pods have been successfully jettisoned and are now untraceable.
This ocean of stars. Who first gazed up at it? Dreamt that it held the key to humanity's future.
How could they? Ray. Elena. I'm so scared.
How vast the universe must have seemed to them. Unending and eternal, filled with infinite possibility.
Setting course. 4th planet of the Aster star system. Warp 2.1. Estimated arrival, 5 days.
An underdeveloped planet? I can't take this.
But humanity is insatiable. It is that hunger, that bottomless greed, that drives them. And they will not rest until they have claimed every last star in the sky.
Escape vessel located within communication range.
That's gotta be Chloe. Open up a channel.
Ray? Oh, thank goodness. Is Elena okay?
It is you. Man, I'm glad to hear your voice. Elena, she's safe. So let's you and me worry about our own hides, huh?
We're headed for an underdeveloped planet, Ray.
Relax. People back home probably just got our Mayday call. They're coming. So until they get here, just think of this as an adventure, okay?
Entering orbit around the 4th planet in the Aster star system.
Chloe! Hey! Answer me! Shoot! Just hold on! I'm coming, okay?
If only those dreamers knew what I know now. That you can only push the universe so far before it starts to push back.
Arriving on Aster 4. Planetary surface found to be sufficient for all life forms aboard craft. Initiating emergency protocol. Distress signal activated.
All right. Let's hope someone picks that up. Otherwise, we are SOL. Oh, my legs are friggin' killing me. Could do with a stretch. Well, the pod's electronics seem to be working just fine. It is just for emergency escape, though, so useless now. Right. Computer, give me all known locations of Aegis crew members.
Unable to locate escape crafts jettisoned from the Aegis.
Of course. So then where's Chloe's pod? I saw her enter orbit.
The vessel's descent was interrupted by an electromagnetic cannon. The onboard computer was likely damaged in the attack.
Underdeveloped my ass. Computer, get an emergency signal through to my brother, Antonio Lawrence. And be quick about it.
Attempting to contact Antonio Lawrence, captain of the merchant vessel Aldous.
Come on. Whoa! Whoa!
There, take this!
Whoa, whoa, lady!
You've a death wish. 2 arms.
No idea what's going on, but not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Alright, let's rumble! I got this. Leave this to me. Break it. We're done here.
Close.
Thanks for that. Don't know what I would have done if you...
Silence. Who are you?
Sheesh. And if I tell you, you'll let me go, right?
Let you go? After witnessing you exiting a foreign ship? You're more fool than you look.
Wait. You two know that's a ship? Let me guess. You're the assholes who shot us down, aren't you?
Incoming. Long-range subspace transmission from Antonio Lawrence.
Huh?
Raymond, it's me, Antonio. Can you hear me? Ray, come in!
I knew you weren't alone. Show yourself!
Huh? Who in the hell are you? This isn't Raymond Lawrence!
Step into the light!
Hey, asshole. Harm a single hair on my brother, and your planet's scorched earth, you hear me? Raymond, where are you?
How is this possible? This voice? I see no one.
Big ask, I know, but mind if I answer him real quick? After that, I swear, I'm all yours.
Very well.
Princess!
If he truly had armed fighters waiting, we would be slain several times over by now. Go on. Do not keep your comrade waiting, Sir Raymond Lawrence.
Oh, why, thank you, milady. And, as for your butler, or whatever, mind telling him to back it up?
How dare you!
As you wish. We shall give you the space you ask in good faith. In exchange, you will tell us who you are and the nature of your talking airship.
Awesome. Okay, sounds like we got a deal. What the feds don't know can't hurt them. Antonio? It's me, Raymond.
Ray, are you okay?
Yeah, define okay. Had a run-in with the Federation, and it didn't end too well for the Yeetus.
What the hell?
Emergency landing on some planet called Aster 4. Locals are real friendly. And listening right
Are
now.
you shitting me?
Chloe's down here somewhere too, but I lost track of her pod on entry. And big question mark on the rest. Look, you've got to get here, man. We need you.
Sir Raymond, Antonio,
Hey, that voice. That one of Astor's friendly locals?
I can guarantee Raymond's safety while he is stranded in this land, on one condition. You answer my question. Are you aligned with the Vale Empire?
The who? Yeah, don't even know him.
Vile dissembler!
Albert. Your comrades. Have you any idea of their whereabouts?
Well, at the moment, not a clue. Girl named Chloe was riding one of these when she crashed way that-a-way.
And this ship, is it possible for anyone to pilot it?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the point of them. That said, mine's run out of juice, so it's not going anywhere for the time being.
So, if we provide it with more of this juice, theoretically, would we be able to pilot it?
Aren't you a curious one? Huh?
Can it be?
Hey, speak of the devil.
Madness.
Oh, how magnificent.
Computer, get me a read on that craft. Was it from the Yeetus? Who's on it?
Readings indicate The pod was also ejected from the Aegis. No passenger signal detected.
Is there a town or something in that direction?
Not a town, no.
Astonishing.
Only the Medum ruins.
Albert, you must see this.
Highness.
Thanks for the info. Oh, and, gonna hang on to this for a while longer.
Halt!
Sorry, buddy, but no can do.
Hold there. We will accompany you. The ruins can be a treacherous place, and 2 friendly locals could assist.
Oh, for the love of...
Ah, fair point. Thank you.
You may call me Leticia, and this gentleman here is Albert. Stand down, Albert. We are here to help him. Is that clear?
As you wish.
Awesome. Hey, Antonio. We'll catch up later, all right? Wish us luck.
Roger that. Stay safe down there.
You guys. I'll explain the ins and outs of all this junk once I know my crew's safe. So, we got a deal?
Yes, we do. Shall we then, Raymond?
Wait. No more full name stuff. Just Ray is good.
All right. Ray?
Awesome. Okay, let's move.
We are approaching the Medum ruins. If we follow the pillars to the west, it should come into view. Can you tell our direction by reading the stars?
Nah, but don't worry. I got this.
Oh, very well. Shall we then? Watch your step! There is naught ahead but a sheer cliff!
Yikes.
The Medum ruins are across the other side. Let us proceed with caution.
Prep for engagement.
Put down.
Ready yourself!
Sweet! We have company.
I see them.
Guard you are.
We must press on. So exquisite. Exquisite.
Enemies, dead ahead!
Victory will
Jump
be
on it.
ours. Now what have we here?
Find this moment. We have company.
Prepare for the worst. This cannot be! Had I only trained harder.
Enemies up ahead.
They will regret their experience.
No, I cannot. They were fools to try. You'll not be the last. They were fools to try.
that's over with.
We cannot reach the Madum ruins this way. We must go back and find another way.
It's this way, right?
Correct. Let us continue along this path.
Live to fight another day. Been a while since I've swung a sword around, but I guess I still got it. This could be tomorrow. So the forest is full of monsters at night, huh? Guess I'm lucky to have met some people out here. Even if they are a little eccentric.
I must catch my breath.
Not with my promise left unfulfilled.
Exquisite.
About time for a rest. Bit of a gap there, yeah?
There is a detour around the edge. Fear not. A fall from this height should not prove fatal.
Aha.
So exquisite. Victory will be ours. Ready yourself!
Get cocky.
Visibility is poor in such darkness. Pray mind your footing.
I'm good. So long as whatever we just saw doesn't show us ugly faces.
It holds dominion over this area. Rarely should it appear at all. That is coming.
Bleed!
Gotcha!
They were fooled to try. How exquisite. How exquisite.
Stairs look a little dangerous. Even if we did try to climb them, they'd probably give way.
And perhaps we should go around. The west side looks scalable, does it not?
How exquisite.
You two have some killer moves. Pretty used to fighting monsters too, by the look of it. Is that how it is for everyone who lives here?
Yes. Well, more or less.
Whoa. So, this is Medum, huh? It's friggin' massive.
Ancient and powerful Osirian semiomancers once called these hallowed halls home. As written in the old texts.
Okay, didn't get all of that, but I'll save the Q&A for later. For now, let's focus on getting in and getting through.
Your footing. It is much safer.
I can see why they're called ruins. It doesn't even look like we can get through.
Long has it been since this place received visitors. Traversal here will undoubtedly be treacherous.
Good thing I've got you two here to show me the way.
Though we are familiar with the area, this is our first time actually being here. Tread carefully.
About time for a rest.
Exquisite.
Enemies, dead ahead. I got
I see them.
We're done here.
So exquisite.
I'm no expert on the regional history, but folks here don't seem too friendly.
Before the kingdom became as we know it now, this was the heart of civilization in the western part of the continent. It is said that much of the culture and knowledge that served as the foundation of our kingdom was created in this very place.
So the riffraff left behind by the changing times wind up here, left to fend for themselves, huh?
The enemy is before us!
Copy that.
Well, that's over with.
How exquisite!
Sure.
Steady, everyone!
There's much I've got to learn.
Bleed! Cannot! Exquisite!
We have company.
Prepare yourselves for battle!
I hear you. See that?
Press on!
sharp.
is before us. No more than you deserve. Bleed! They were fool to try. Had I only trained harder. No more than you deserve. We live to fight another day.
Detecting. Escape pod signal above. Current position. No passenger signal identified.
Device is probably just busted. That's what I'm gonna tell myself.
So exquisite. Exquisite. So exquisite.
Whew. Finally made it to the ruins. Now let's head inside.
There is no time to...
Please, please, please be okay. You gotta be kidding me.
What is it?
Elena. Why?
Ray.
Why'd I have to play the hero? Why couldn't I just get in the damn escape pod? Some captain I am.
Ray!
Duma production model 004213 activating. Confirmed. Life forms in need of protection.
Whoa, hey, what the heck's this supposed to be?
Warning. Warning. Hostile entities identified. Engaging defensive mode.
Highness, are you all right?
I believe so, but what is this?
Later. Right now, we've got company.
Neutralized.
bring out the big guns, huh?
We've only to cut ourselves a path.
For real? The hell is this?
I thought it was yours.
More like in my care than actually mine. Hey, Duma, was it? So, what's your deal? Oh, so now you decide to give us the silent treatment.
Why, it is just marvelous. Tell me, is this some new form of semiomancy?
There's that word again. What, is it like your version of symbology or something?
Symbology?
Never mind. Anyway, thanks you two. I really appreciate it. Oh, and while I'm at it, here.
And what will you do once we part?
Well, try and figure out where my friends are, for one.
These lands are vast. What will you do for lodging, for food, for survival? What if your companions are across the sea? Would you swim? To that end, Ray, I have a proposition for you. Assist us in our journey, and we shall assist you in yours.
Are you sure that's smart? Only thing you know about me is my name.
And we ought rectify that at once, for learning more about the other is sure to benefit us both.
Highness?
Albert, should Raymond agree, he will be in our care. Whatever comes of this, I shall bear the consequences. Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Leticia Asarius, Crown Princess of Asarius. And this is Albert Bergholm, my royal retainer.
Oh, shoot. I thought he was kidding when he called you Highness.
Oh, you think us liars?
Put yourself in my shoes. Doubt you'd be saying anything differently.
Indeed. Not over far from these ruins is the village of Larset. There, we shall find a quiet moment to talk.
I, might have to hold on to this for a while.
Please do. Consider it a symbol of the trust we have placed in you.
Morning already?
Well, this is a fine mess we've found ourselves in.
Think of this as something new. Something extraordinary.
This Larset place.
We should be able to reach it by evening.
You do realize we're running on no sleep, don't you?
If I may, I think I know how to make the trip a deal safer. We employ Duma. Its powers of levitation.
That true?
Oh, we forget they are a bashful sort. How inconsiderate of us.
Target sighted.
How exquisite.
Great. Another dead end.
I am afraid so. It must have been the other way.
Let us return then.
How exquisite. Prepare yourselves for battle!
Destroy. Threat neutralized. Destroy. Neutralized. Destroyed.
They were fools to try!
Neutralized. Destroyed.
How exquisite.
Protected ahead. neutralized.
How exquisite. The enemy is before us!
Copy that.
Unable to continue combat.
Lift to serve.
Destroyed.
So, it falls to me!
Neutralized.
We must pass through this building, no?
Indeed. The interior may be complicated, so take care not to lose your way. The exit is on the southern side of the ruins.
I bet Duma could probably just zip around a building like this.
Danger. Initiate emergency protocols.
We've only to cut ourselves a path. Bleed! Had I only trained harder.
Destroyed. Chance of survival dropping.
Cut them to ribbons! I need to rest.
Any closer to getting out of this place? Stray from the path, and we will leave you behind.
Oh, Baird! Yes, I believe we are almost there.
You are now safe.
We are nearing the exit of the ruins.
We must pass southbound through this forest in order to reach Larset village, must we not?
Yes. If we continue southeast from here, we should be near the place where we first met.
Ah, that's so. Well, if it's on the way, mind if we stop by my pod for a sec?
Of course. Let us be off then.
This will prove most useful.
We are nearing the exit of the ruins.
About time for a rest.
The enemy is before us! I must!
I will not fall, not with my promise left unfulfilled.
We must pass southbound through this forest in order to reach Larset village, must we not?
Yes. If we continue southeast from here, we should be near the place where we first met.
That's so. Well, if it's on the way, mind if we stop by my pod for a sec?
Of course. Let us be off then. Threat neutralized. Perimeter secure. Try. How exquisite.
Guess we're in for a fight.
Johnny!
We are free of them now. Exquisite.
Enemies!
Dead ahead!
Who shall prevail? Get stronger. We appear to have
Enemies
lost
up
them.
ahead! Cut them to ribbons!
Threat neutralized. Destroyed.
Press on! Prepare yourselves for battle!
Copy that.
No more than you deserve! You'll not be the last!
About time for a rest.
We must pass through the forest to reach Larset village. Time offers us no respite.
I know. I'll be quick about it.
Destroyed. Neutralized.
So exquisite. The enemy is before us!
Destroyed.
Nothing shall see us deterred.
Huh. It should be just a little ways more to the east. Let me call my brother real quick before we head out. Antonio, do you read me?
Ray, loud and clear. Was anyone in the pod?
Nope, just freight. It was one of the pods Elena ejected, right before the Aegis went down.
Wait, she did the ejecting? Then...
I don't want to hear it, okay? As the ship's captain, I have to assume everyone on the crew's safe until accounted for, right?
Yeah.
For now, I'm gonna look for Chloe. And I'm gonna do it with the two from yesterday.
Think you can trust them?
Does it matter? I need them. But even if I didn't, they're reasonable people. Plus, they saved my life. That's enough for me.
All right. I'm gonna try to get to you as fast as I can.
Tell Dad not to lose any hair over it, will you?
Too late. He already has over the fact that you called me for help, and not him.
Parents, man.
Hey, Ray. Before you go, let me talk with your two traveling companions.
Hey, my bro says he wants to talk with you guys.
Hello?
Yes?
Yesterday, I was pretty upset and said some pretty rude things to you. Apologies for not doing this face-to-face. I'd like to make a fresh start. My name is Antonio Lawrence, Raymond's older brother.
Sir Antonio, my name is Leticia Asarius. And with me is...
Albert Bergholm, sir.
Miss Asarius, Mr. Bergholm. I'm sure Raymond here comes off as a strange and weird man. But please, look after my little brother for me? The Lawrence family comes from a long line of well-known merchants. We always pay our debts.
Nothing to fear, sir. We shall do our utmost to ensure the safety of your brother.
I appreciate it. Ray, try not to be too much of an annoyance to your new friends. Good luck. Over and out.
You are loved.
I wish, but nah, you just can't help treating me like a kid. I don't know about you, but I can't wait to sleep in a bed. Let's get going.
Agreed. Let us depart.
Come on, let's make our way to that village.
Right.
Larset village is to the south.
Prep for engagement.
Victory will be ours.
Well aware.
Threat neutralized.
Bleed!
Destroyed.
How exquisite.
Yeah, I can't see squat in here with all these trees. Hey, are we going the right way?
We are. Stay on this course.
The forest is teeming with danger. Remain vigilant.
Stay the course.
Neutralized. Usefulness low.
How exquisite.
If we continue on our southward course, we should depart the forest.
Excellent.
We are now entering the Larkus region. Come, let us continue to the south.
Right, let's go. Much easier without all the trees, too.
Agreed. This is the ideal terrain for walking. No, I cannot.
Your Highness, the village of Larset lies to our west.
Indeed.
Can't wait to keep lurking. Oh, not bad.
I second the latter. Come, let us be about it.
Bleed!
Neutralized.
No more than you deserve.
Destroyed. Threat neutralized. Threats detected.
Larset Village is not far now.
Whew. Made it at last.
You must be exhausted. Shall we...
Don't you think we should hide that thing? Kinda makes us stand out.
I do not think it an issue, as it closely resembles a Semiomancer's orb, such as the one over there.
A Semiomancer's orb, huh? All right then.
Besides, I would like to prioritize our lodgings. A nice rest will do us all some good.
We have arrived.
Pardon us.
You must be tired. Please, feel free to rest here.
That's the kind of meal that makes you glad to be alive. All right, so, where do you want to begin?
First, would you mind telling us whence you hail?
If you thought I said some weird stuff before, brace yourself. I'm from another world, one that's far, far away in the sky.
Another world, you say?
Far away in the sky?
You know, like how you can cross a mountain to get to another village, or the ocean to get to another continent. If you fly high enough, you can cross the sky and reach other worlds.
Like the stars? Which star do you call home?
Whoa now. 1, it's a planet, not a star. 2, you can't see it from here.
I've never heard something so asinine.
Well, that's because people on planets like yours don't usually learn this for a couple hundred more years. Anyway, my job is to transport cargo between planets. And we now know Duma was my cargo. My vessel, the Yetis, was attacked by another planet's battleship. And I was forced to flee here. Right now, I'm looking for a crew member, Chloe. Gotta be traipsing about here somewhere.
Oddly lackadaisical way of describing being lost in an unknown land.
She's got a good head on her shoulders. And she's great with languages. Roughing it a little won't bother her. And now, I'd like you to answer something for me. What's a princess doing sneaking around outside her castle, with only one bodyguard in tow?
Because I too am looking for someone. Per my intelligence, at one point, he was seen entering the Medum ruins. Therefore, I have a proposition. In return for helping in your search for Chloe, I would like you to assist us in ours.
Sure, but I don't know how much help I'll be. I'm not even from here.
The person we seek is hardly congenial, but he is inquisitive. Your presence will be more persuasive than any argument we can make.
Sounds like I got my work cut out for me.
Perhaps some further information would help. His name is Midas Felgreed. He was a former Meister, one of the 3 most accomplished semiomancers in all of Asarius.
I don't really want to run around looking for a semiomancer. At the same time, I don't know anything about this planet, so I'm not gonna find Chloe on my own. What do you think? Yeah, finally get to a bed and I can't even sleep. Maybe a walk will tire me out.
Oh? You looking for a match? Fine then.
Hey, can't sleep either, huh?
I am simply thinking. Do not try—
Hey, buddy, we're traveling companions.
Stop. Silence your tongue!
Mm-hmm. It's late, so silence your tongue a bit.
Her Highness attracts much attention. Outwards, it may be best for royalty to be cordial with commoners.
You know you're not gonna change her by being
The issue lies in the fact that no one other than me cares to—
Listen, you've been through a lot.
Her Highness said she could not sleep, so she went walking.
I see. You're very diligent.
It is my sworn duty as a Kingsguard.
Yeah, that's real nice. Damn, man.
You want to face off? Don't blame me.
Sweet!
Cutest cat in town, so he should be easy to spot.
Sweet! Sweet! Sweet!
Oh,
Is something wrong? Trouble sleeping?
Yeah, a little. I've been taking walks till I get tired.
My apologies. I should not be burdening you with our troubles.
Hey, I'm the one who said we should join up. I would have never been able to take care of food and lodging by myself. So don't be shy. Let me help you too.
Well, if you insist on it then.
Atta girl. We don't need more than one negative Nelly around, and Albert's got us covered there.
I am the reason he remains so troubled. Please try not to think ill of him.
No, I know. I guess he's, been through a lot, right? All those worries would turn anyone's smile upside down.
Do you feel no need to inquire, to fill in said details?
Where we are is within the kingdom, and Albert's always wary of the Empire. The princess of said kingdom is sneaking around looking for a banished wise man. I can imagine said details. There's bound to be bumps in the road ahead. Let's at least enjoy the quiet while we can, princess.
Might I, then, ask something of you?
Sure, name it.
Could you refrain from calling me by my royal title and use only my name?
I gotta think that's gonna make Albert a little mad.
Yes, well, we are undercover, and this would make things enjoyable for me. Do you agree, Ray?
Yep, gotcha.
Excellent. Now, with that off my chest, I do believe I shall return and rest. You would do well to do the same.
You got it. Good night, Leticia.
Yes. Have a good night, Ray.
Alrighty, let's head back to the inn. Oh, and hey, do you think I could keep using this weapon?
Of course. Consider it yours. There is also a merchant within the village. Shall we take a look tomorrow?
Sounds good. Gotta be ready for anything around here. Alright, I think I'm finally getting tired. Guess I will head back.
Are you unable to sleep, Raymond?
Can I help you?
He's the cutest cat in town, so...
Should probably stop wandering and get back to the inn.
Target sighted. Target sighted. Target sighted.
Take this over running deliveries any day.
Thank you so... Thank you so...
Anyone home?
Been a while since I got a good night's rest.
Morning. Before we head out, I just wanted to thank you again. So, thanks, Letitia, Albert.
Good morning to you too, Ray.
So, where exactly are we headed? I kind of forgot.
The mining town of Delric, which lies far to the south. Once we reach it, we can take stock of our situation.
Oh, right. Sorry, this is the first time I've had a good night's sleep in a while. I'm still not quite with it yet.
Then you'll have yourself to blame if you are attacked.
We may be. Stop.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
We may be.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
We may be.
Well, that was indeed fruitful.
maybe.
Well, that was indeed fruitful. Come on, you two. Let us be on our way.
Is Delric Village far from here?
It is. The Delvir region ahead is vast. I would wager even a seasoned traveler would consider it quite a distance.
Great. You're not by chance hiding another mode of transportation, are you?
We have Duma with us, do we not? Now then, our destination? Come, we make for the region of Delvir.
Southbound from our current position, I believe.
Roger that.
You seem to be getting used to using a sword, Ray. At first, your movements were rather unrefined, to say the least.
Yeah, you think so? I guess I can't really tell if I am refined or not.
You mean merely continue practicing. I shall be relying on your skill.
Well, I shall do what I can.
Threat neutralized. Bleed! I must catch my breath. Do not let up! I get stronger!
Very well, I shall tell you. Continue your current southern course.
Okay, kinda spooky. How did you know I was gonna ask you for directions?
I merely read the look of confusion written upon your face.
Enemies up ahead.
Danger.
I live to serve.
Eliminated.
I shall see to this!
Not to be a pain, but are we almost to the Delvir region?
seems we have finally crossed into Delvir territory.
Ooh, that took quite some time.
Sure did. Let's keep on keeping on, I guess.
Delric Village lies to the southwest. First, however, we must continue farther south. Your Highness, pray, mind your footing.
Oh, hush, this is nothing. You worry far too much.
It is because of your predisposition towards recklessness the moment I turn away. I must be vigilant.
Do not treat me like a child, Albert. We will return to the Larkus region if we continue on this course. We've only to cut ourselves a path.
More pressing matters to
Threat
attend to.
detected ahead.
Not to be a pain, but are we almost to the Delvir region?
So exquisite.
Very well, I shall tell you. Continue your current southern course.
Okay, kinda spooky. How did you know I was gonna ask you for directions?
I merely read the look of confusion written upon your face.
You seem to be getting used to using a sword, Ray. At first, your movements were rather unrefined, to say the least.
Yeah, you think so? I guess I can't really tell if I am refined or not.
You need merely continue. Come, we make for the region of Delvir.
Southbound from our current position, I believe.
Roger that. Very excited.
Come on, you two. Let us be on our way.
Is Delric Village... Anyone home?
Welcome. You must be tired. Our village...
Love this place.
then, you two. Let us be on our way.
Is Delric Village far from here?
It is. The Delvia region ahead is vast. I would wager even a seasoned traveler would consider it quite a distance.
Great. You're not